Hello! This is Monkeypuzzle, and it has been a while of moving both in-game and in real life. We'll talk about real life later, but last you left us here, Nilo Rio, my son, and I were departing on our monkey cruiser that we had designed to take us off this map and into the next one. We were in Direwof20 5.3.2 all the way back in Minecraft 1.4.7. And we didn't budge when people moved to Minecraft 1.5. But then when the updates for 1.6 started happening, we knew it was time to move. And so we traveled long through many days and through many nights until something happened. We made it out to negative 27,313 Z.
Dad, help!
And something has gone very, very wrong. The bulk of our ship is missing, and what's left has turned into beehives.
Help.
I don't know what's going on. This is very, very strange. What do you make of this, Nilo Rio?
I'm stuck!
He's stuck in the area where the drives used to be, where the power system was. Let's go in there, see what happens. Oh, now we're stuck too. Okay, I managed to pull out of it. No, I'm still stuck.
No.
What's going on?
Oh God. I'm still stuck.
I turned off my gravity suit, and I'm glitching out. In the middle of these beehives, we have one frame engine left. No frames to be seen except a few over there, and I can't even turn that way.
Where am I?
What's going on?
Ah!
Can we get out of here? Do your best to get out. Maybe try to break the blocks you're in. I'm stuck. I don't know how to fix this.
The beehives. It's like not some weird fake something.
There's creepers dropping out of somewhere. Whoa.
And I don't think I'm supposed to be getting these bees because I don't have a scoop.
How are you breaking them?
See, I get bees.
What the heck? Oh, and the creepers.
Where?
Creepers are appearing right over here.
Oh, this is bad.
This is really weird.
I'm gonna try and shoot a creeper.
Whoa.
No chance. I'm falling.
I'm falling too.
I'm in the water.
And that's when everything changed. When we hit these new shores, all our old stuff disappeared. And there was new creatures, like this crab that just killed my son, and new rules. And we'd lost some abilities and gained others. Like I can look at this crab and I can see the incredible amount of health points it has for a simple creature like a crab. And you can see the whales back there in the distance. But we did our best to survive. We mined for ores like rupee that we'd never seen before. This armor has infinite uses and 80% melee damage reduction. And Nilo Rio, he has elite realmite armor that also has infinite uses and reduces his falling damage to nothing. So that helped us a lot because there's so many things in here that were so much more dangerous than we were used to. And this ender spider is the least of them, really. So very near spawn, we found this wizardly looking hut, pre-made, and we used it for shelter while we got our bearings in this strange new place and tried to figure out how to make our way here. In the center of the ground floor, we drilled a hole down the bedrock so we could mine the new ores that we found here, some of them very rare. We also discovered creatures that only spawn at the lower depths. So we hollowed out a big dark space down here that we used to allow them to spawn so we could hunt them, like this enthralled dramcry. Very dangerous creature, able to one or two hit us even in the best diamond armor. It took the gear we have now to even have a chance. And over here, let me see, I find an eye. not so bad, except they have this blinding effect, and they drop the rupees of which my armor is made of. And back up above, you can see some of the new magical abilities we've gained. Like this meteor jump. Kind of fun. I don't know how practical it is. It takes a little housekeeping to clean up afterwards. Nilo was trying to do a shockwave on me there. And these new magical structures, like this light nexus that draws in energy from around, and you step in it, you can regain your mana. Very important for casting these new spells, like this firebolt. Bam. Also not the most practical thing to do around trees. Put that out. And then, let me see. I'm going to dare Nilo Rio to step on this fire rune. He's not going for it. He tells me, okay, I'll do it if you step on mine. That sounds like a fair deal. Pretty fun trap. I don't think a player would ever go for stepping on that without agreeing to it. Anyway, time to go back downstairs and do some more hunting. We also have some pretty amazing weapons that we managed to put together so that it didn't take forever to kill some of these beasts. Here is a rototick. I think they often drop diamonds if I remember correctly. And over there I think Nilo's got something. Yeah, he's fighting with a cave crawler. Their health is not so hard to overcome, but they also can do quite a bit of damage, but drop good ores in exchange. And there's another eye. Let Nilo Rio take care of this one. We were advancing quickly, and it seemed like there was so much more to do. But in the spirit of exploration, we decided it was time to move on to yet another landscape. This one, it was a good idea to look out the door for a minute before you went out, because you never knew what was out there as well. Full of new dangers, but different ones. The landscape seemed similar, but then there were subtle differences, new technologies, and very new creatures. In fact, a lot more of them than we've been used to in a long time. And some of them could be tamed. See, Nilo Rio is riding a scorpion, and I've got mine named Arthro. So time to go out and show you guys what these can do. Now, scorpions have the ability, when you're riding them, to walk straight up walls, and they do it very quickly. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get the hang of it, but watch how fast I get to the top of this. Hello, Nilo! And it's great to survey the world from up top here. There's a little rat down below me that are passive in the daytime, but a nuisance at night. All kinds of birds and all kinds of critters. Seeing how I can jump on this spider. And down below you can see some bears killing some raccoons. There was a tiger down there. So it's not just the players who are in danger in this world. Let me meet up with Nilo again and do some more exploration and show you guys. There's a zebra making that crazy sound. And I hear a insect buzzing. And down there, it looks like we've got a goat and some wild cats. That one was going for Nilo. Spare you that fight. And let's do some climbing again. Woo! These scorpions, you'll see on the other side, are also immune to fall damage. So you can just leap right off. Didn't quite make it off there. But time to show you something else that this world has to offer. So let me dismount my noble steed. Boink! And let me show you another trick that you can do with your quote-unquote pets in this world. I've got this pet amulet in my inventory, and if you right-click on your critter, bloink, they go into the pet amulet, and you can get back the saddle that, there's my amulet there, the saddle that was on it. So here we have our ship, and as the passenger, I can't just jump on it. I have to right-click onto my passenger seat. Nilo Rio will kindly drive us once he remembers how to go up. There we go. And we are afloat. So this was pretty fun and fairly simple to build, and this is only the beginning. The ship can be bigger if you have more of those floating blocks. I forget what they're called. It was a while since we've been here, but it's really lovely to take a cruise. And to dismount, all you got to do is left shift into the water. And this world has something that I wish vanilla had so badly, and that's fish. Something to bring life to all the water. And this world had so many kinds of fish. You only saw a couple here. And this one you can actually kill and get fish. Can't have my fish, and you can't have me. I'm sorry. I wouldn't kill you if you left me alone. But there's some claws. Those are also useful. But it's getting dark, and this world is a very dangerous place to be outside. Let me show you a toy I have to get out of here. It's my magic carpet. Very cool thing. Took me a little while to get the hang of these. Never really quite got as adept as I'd like, but I believe it was Z and X to go up and down. And it works sort of like the industrial craft jetpack in that if you don't press, it goes down. And then if you press the up key, it goes up. And so you kind of got to bounce up and down. Nilo Rio is back up on the ship, the airship that we made. And let me just float around and say hello to him midair. Hello, Nilo Rio. Anyway, yes, time to head back to our base and get ready for maybe a little brawling with some of the bad guys here, which hopefully we can show you a good amount of them. First, let me dismount off of this, and you hit it once and it folds back up, and then you right click it, and boom, it turns back into an item. So that's a very cool thing. The magic carpet, and Nilo making a perfect landing with the airship. Yes, yes, yes. And he always leaps into battle before me. And the cautious adult, I always hang back, but he never does, and so I got to get back in there and try to keep him from dying, which I don't always succeed at, but hey, it's okay. It's only Minecraft. At least in this case, I can try to protect him from this wolf. During the day, they're passive, but at night, they get pretty aggressive, and they drop this fur, from which you can make these styly fur boots, which is a very nice look for this world. That is not a wolf. That is a werewolf. Different. And diamond swords have very little effect on them. You got to use special swords, either gold swords or have a sword from a silver skeleton, one of these guys. Not so bad, but yeah, still dangerous. And there was just quite a lot of mob spawns in this world. They're just always full of them. I think the spawning mechanics are quite different. And the werewolves, they drop golden apples and tools. There's these humans that walk around by day that turn into the werewolves, and they scream how much you're hurting them if you kill them in the daytime, acting very innocent. But let's leap back into battle again. There is a golem, and there's a wraith. The golems, you almost want to ignore these vanilla mobs, but often they're what kills you when you're trying to take out these other kind of boss mobs like the golems, who you can see it's pulling itself together with the blocks around it. It pulls them out and forms its body, and then it throws blocks at you, which are extremely hard to dodge. I almost never succeed in being able to get away from them. They have incredible aim. Let me see if I can sneak up on it again this time. Come around the side. And of course the wraith and all these other mobs are going to find me first. I'm going to ignore that skeleton because the golem is just a much bigger threat. And let's see if I manage to get close up to it. Now the weapon of choice with these is a pick. And we found a diamond pick can do a lot of damage really quick. Of course, too many creatures are jumping in to aid it there. There's a little mini golem. I pass to my right. Also pretty bad foe. And just look at the mayhem here. We got a skeleton on a zombie horse. Just tons of creatures just within sight of our house. There's like no lack of bad guys here. So getting into the water was probably not the best idea. And oh, yep, stuff's happening. Anyway, let's see if I can get up on this golem one more time. We did manage to kill some, and they're a great way to mine because they have an ore block that is a central part of their core. And if you kill them, you get that ore. So you can almost skip mining and just hunt golems. Although sometimes that's pretty hard. And approaching them from the water is not recommended. Well, after all that death and scariness, thought I'd show you the next world, which is a little simpler and a little safer. This is just a nice little fishing hut that I made on the edge of a really extraordinary amplified world in the vanilla snapshots, currently updated. Just a little place that I came while we were in transition in real life, when I couldn't play modded Minecraft for a while and couldn't record, but wanted to keep up with the updates of vanilla Minecraft, what Mojang was doing, which is a couple versions ahead of all the mods right now, but that's okay. But want to keep abreast of what I can do in vanilla, and there's plenty of things that are possible in vanilla now that I haven't done yet. So this is some place that I may take you back to. I've named it CryptoQuip, and there's one big main point of it, besides checking out the fishing, which I was pretty interested in. It is, let me show you in here, and I can't go into this in too much detail because officially we're still in Monkeywrenching the Beast, and this may be a different series, but I've been doing some mapping of the world, and it's pretty ideal for what I want to do. One of my most popular videos, the most viewed by far, was one where I invented a vanilla mob trap called the Mob Star, a big floating sphere hanging way up in the air. It was pretty good. I think I can do it better now, and this would be perfect for it. It's funny, you lose some of the maps when you look down there. That's okay. So here's the little fishing hut, and over here is the big ocean with a little space I've kind of figured out over here. That right in the middle is the perfect place to make the new mob star, and without worrying about on-land spawns of the mobs at night. So it's a perfect space. I have a lot of plans for that, which I'll show you later. So I will come back to this world occasionally and show you progress on that. After all those quarries and everything, I'm not really looking forward to mining by hand anymore. But hey, you gotta earn your cred sometimes in Minecraft. And if I'm ever gonna be on a famous server like Hermitcraft or Minecraft, which is very, very unlikely, I gotta keep up my vanilla chops. So here we are, and this is the vanilla world I think I may come back to sometime. So got lots of cool stuff here. We already got a skeleton spawner here. I did have a way that the portals would take you all the way up to the top right now, but something changed, and that doesn't work anymore. But as far as the next mod pack, there's a discussion to be had around that. But let me show you what I've been playing with lately. This is a little world I'm calling Monster Prime. Not even sure if I can record here yet. I gotta check it out. It's one of my first times trying, because there is a lot going on here. So we'll have to see how the frame rate does. But I've just gotten a little toehold here. Just have a little camp on the edge of the hill where I make sure to sleep at night, because things get real scary here as well. But just got a little start. did some gathering of some basic resources, got it so I don't starve, did some exploration. We'll definitely go through all of that in my very next episode with you, which will be here. The downside of this world, despite all its appeal and all the new things I have to do here, is that Nilo Rio gets nothing but lag here. So it's definitely not going to work for him unless in real life we can get him a new computer, which I can't do in the immediate future, but in the slightly longer term future, that is a real possibility. Or maybe he'll inherit mine and I'll get a new one. But for now, it's going to just be me in this world. And even if it's not my permanent place, there's a lot of stuff that I can do here that I haven't done before. A lot of mods I haven't even touched that are all here for the most part. Some little meteor craters there, or not craters, but I guess those are the meteors perhaps, full of all kinds of ores that I haven't even touched because I want to show you guys. Anyway, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but just briefly, we were moving for 3 months in real life, and it took us that long to get our new place together, and it was quite a bit of work. Did quite a few things to it, but now we are safely in it and very cozy. And I got the mic out of storage in my office that now exists again. Woohoo! And I am really excited to start recording again. So I really appreciate everybody who has hung in there with me for this time. And oddly enough, in the 3 months that I wasn't able to record, people still commented on the videos, still told me how much they were looking forward to this coming back, and the channel even grew some in the meantime. So that's just remarkable, and with that encouragement, definitely going to keep it going. So look forward real soon to the first episode here. We'll talk more about mod packs and figure out what's going on. The last world that I showed you was just a customized one that I was working on doing myself. Just has Mo Creatures and Archimedes ships, and Nilo Rio's frame rate was just fine there. So trying to find something simple like that that's really interesting. He is sort of adverse to the tech right now. I'm still pretty addicted to it and want to do both. He wants adventure and magic, so maybe there's a simpler pack that combines a good amount of both that he and I can play together in the meantime. Definitely open to all your suggestions. I've been doing quite a bit of research on it myself in my eagerness to get this set up in time for my talking to you all now. So with all that said and all those worlds seen and shown and adventures had, I'm going to check out and get ready to record the next series. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how I get down the hill. All right, y'all. This is Monkeypuzzle, and I'm checking out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.